How very bloody wonderful. I thought I'd film this part, but apparently I haven't. Gunk wash is literally about half an hour old on R2, so I've got the best part of a week now to work on the greeblies. So in a minute I'll be airbrushing these in khaki brown, and then right at the very ends, just there, you can see a little sticky out nubby bit, if the camera will focus. I'll be painting that in silver to represent the nuts where the hoses attach. Beg your pudding. And literally all I've done here is everything's been base coated in the Vallejo aluminium, wherever that's gone. There we go. Model Air aluminium. There's the number if you're interested. And once that dried, I actually did that last night before I went to bed, but after that dried, these really dark grey bits here and here were sprayed with the dark grey blue RLM 74 from the Model Air range again. I chose that because I don't want black. I can't stand doing white or black. I keep just mentioning that every now and then. When I come down to do the gunk wash on these, those great big grooves there, here and here, will be really good at picking out the black of the really dark colour of the Starship filth. If you did that black, you just wouldn't see it. And I've got to pick out details in there as well, along this rod thing. The same there. Those grooves will pick out the Starship filth beautifully. So, if I go back to my instructions, I'll figure out what's what. Oh, and the other thing I did as well was I base coated that head white, ready for whatever else I need to do with it. I think that's the thing that pops up. Yeah, that's his eye that pops up out of the Dagobah swamp. Let's have a good look around. Oops. So, look at the instructions. Ah. No, look at Burke. And see, things are going to end up silver anyway. Okay. So that's that one. I'm a grabby arm missing. Where's that gone? Panic over. I found it. Phil made a bid, not bad, bid for freedom last night, this morning, I can't remember now. That's the Ewok shooty that so famously zaps the Ewok in the backside in Return of the Jedi. Couldn't happen to a nicer Nurk. I'll tell you what, if there's any dancing Ewoks in this new film, I won't be happy. What a wonderful phrase. Don't ever do that again. Don't, no, stop it. I'm fat bloke behind the camera, you, the one talking now. Don't ever do that again. Ever. Oh, sorry about that, people. I'm quite afraid of my own imagination sometimes. So let's work on this one first. There's quite a bit of detail goes into these now. First of all, we need to paint this rather funny goldy bronzy colour. Come on, open. Very carefully, boys and girls. There we go. Very carefully indeed. Where's my palette? Palette. Now, come on. Where are you hiding? Anyway, I'm going to try this one. Light brass. Bright brass even. Bright brass. Again, it's a model air range, but I do prefer brush painting these, as well as using them through the airbrush, because they are pretty thin. You don't have to mess about with it like you do with the Tamiya stuff, or at least I have to, because for some reason Tamiya doesn't like me brush painting it. Where the bloody hell's my palette gone? Is there earlier? Right, it's hiding. It's hiding, it doesn't want me to play. Okay, and small detail brush again. Give these a good shake. And if need be, I do have a gold in this colour as well. I just want to... oh no. Oh no, that's more like titanium. That's more like Tamiya's titanium. Can't remember that number off the top of my head. I resign. Ooh, no, in fact, I can use that. I'm actually going to use that for these little silvery things. So really carefully. If you can see there, I'm actually using my fingers to brace some false against each other. I'm literally just scraping the brush across the surface. Like so. I'm actually holding my breath while I do that. Like so. I'll try and show you there now. I'm actually holding the brush as I do that quite flat. Let's get rid of all that. I'm actually holding quite flat against the disc. And then same again as you go around and get into the more tricky corners. Move the piece. Don't dislocate your wrist when you try and get to it. Work slowly. Don't rush this. There we go. That's nice. I like that. Right, do I have to do anything else with that one? Just out of interest, I'm going to pick out those details there as well. On the back side. I'm not actually going to cover them completely. I'm only just going to scrape the top. So it's literally just picking out the highlight. Not too bothered about that underside because, you know, he's quite low down. I'm not going to enter him into any competitions or anything, so, you know, I'm not going to be picking it up and handling it every 2 minutes. we'll leave that one there. Right then. This filler has some kind of stripe around here. So I'll turn it that way around. Brace my fingers against each other. Lay the brush on. And turn a piece. One quick and nasty band. I like that. I do like that. Right then. I'm saying right then a lot in this clip again. Doesn't actually call for it. That rod's actually supposed to remain the silver colour all the way through. But that's boring. So while I've got that paint out, I'm actually going to change its flavour a little bit. Just to make it look a little bit more interesting. It's a very subtle change, but it is there. Just lightens it up a little bit. I don't think you're even going to pick that out. But I know it's there. That stays the same, that stays the same. Excuse me. Get off. And so it's just really subtle change. Difference will be picked out here at the earbox zapper. Like that. And then right in there, so if you can just make out that little groove, it looks like on the instructions it's I don't know if you can make that out, it's like a copper colour. Just there. I'm actually going to do that with oil paint when we get to it. So I can't quite make my mind up whether it is actually copper or whether it's scorched. The diagram's not very clear on that. Okay, that's that one. And then, no, I did that. What else is there? And this one again. I'm just going to change all these little flavours here. So we'll get all that in with the titanium-y bright brass colour. It's a lovely shade. And I'm actually going to pick that out as well, even though it doesn't call for it. the rest of that part, I think it's the welder. It is actually quite dark right the way through, so we'll just change that shade as well. And we'll pick out that bracket, the pivot point. Yeah, the pivot point. Just here. Now again, I'm not actually going to follow the detail properly, I'm just going to scrape across the top. Like so, and then this part here is actually blue. Now the same way that we did the blue panels, we base coat it with the metal first. And we'll come over with the blue. It's like an electric blue. It should. Ooh, don't start shaking now, hand. Should pop a little bit. I've got a copper colour in one of these bands here. Yep. So, quick swirl of the brush in my old pot of X20, X20A even. Good old faithful grubby pot. I'm literally just whacking the brush around in the goop. As you can see, it's really mucky. I've had it a few years now, this. All that paint's gone. Oh. It is a bit stinky, that pot now. You can smell the different paints that I've used over the years. Now they're really, really important. Avoid the temptation grabbing your bristles and then twisting the brush, because you will absolutely knacker it and ruin it and pull hairs out. Just literally wipe it like that on the back of your hand just to get rid of the last bits. Final tweak, and that brush is good as new. No effort at all, literally 20 seconds worth of work. Nice clean brush, we like that. Right then, see, just did it again. This copper I've had for a while. It's all gunky and rubbish and horrible. I'm actually going to try and use that. Just bear with me a second. They do come off. There we go. How are you supposed to put that into your airbrush? It came like that, and the place that I got it from, I said to them, is it supposed to be like that? And they're all gunky and horrible, and he said, well, actually, yeah, all ours are like that. I'm not entirely confident. Oh, good grief, look at that. Yeah, I'm not entirely convinced that that's supposed to be like that. That's completely dried inside the bottle. Oh no, there you are, there's the fluid. So, if anybody has that copper at home, get in touch with me in the comments. Let me know what yours is like. Because that's just, oh, no, it's rubbish. Use something better than that, Tony. Excuse me. What have we got? You'll do. Well, there's actually fluid in there. Once you get past all that stuff. It's got like, you know, when you peel PVA off your finger after you've been using PVA glue, just like that. See if I can grab some. There we go. It's like that, and then there's like PVA stuff as well inside. It's quite odd. I think that's filth. Yes. Don't think I should be using that. Good job they're not expensive. Crikey. Hopefully I've got some iron stuff. Bear with, typical. Haven't got any. So let's darken down the metal, see if we can make our own. Very, very literally, tiny little blob of burnt umber. Tiny, tiny little splot. And we'll go back in with the bright brass. Tiny, tiny little splot there too. Let's see what we can make. Ooh, like that. I like that. Ooh, I do like that. See? I wasn't kicked out of the brownies for nothing. My voice broke. We do like that. So we can go a tiny bit darker. That's the one. That'll do me. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Right, so we'll take most of that back off of my finger. Because I don't need that much. And then... probably taking too much off now, knowing my luck. All that faff for that little ring, but it's worth it. It is worth it. Honest. Don't look at me like that. You're a hinge. You're a hinge. You resign. Oh dear. And then we shall go in with some of that dark grey again. Just pick that part out there. Like so. Ridiculously tiny small details. They make all the difference. And then we need gold. How many people have spent out belly running through their heads right now? I have. How many people got it running through the head now I mentioned it? I have again. Yeah. Sorry. It's not my fault. Leave me alone. Okay, gold. Just a second ago. I thought you were off as well. You were there. I saw you. You've got also in Spanish written on the side of you. Oro, even. Fossils bear. Stupid boy. There we go. Oro. Gold. Yeah, I don't know. Another one that's dried up. Can I go home now? I want to go home. It's a silly game, this. Who invented this game? It's your fault. Nope. Nope, that's gone. It's just spitting out fluid. The mixing medium, whatever it is. So, where's my Tamiya stuff? Tamiya, potato. Here you go. Bye bye. Go. Bye bye. There's my Tamiya stuff. I've actually had that gold one for a while, that Vallejo, because I used that 2 years ago, I think it was. Oh, wow, that smells. On my, what do you call it, the Cylon Centurion. Look how gloopy that is. Tamiya paints and I do not get on well with brush painting. It's alright for small details like this, but you couldn't do something bigger. It starts air drying and it starts caking like it's trying to do there now. It starts going all snotty and horrible. Let's get some on there. Just to brighten it up. There we go. And he has gold eye. Like so. Lovely, 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 lovely. Is that radar thing gone? Another one made a bid for freedom. The cheeky little moo. Hindsight being 2020, and I'm always going to get proven wrong by somebody who actually knows this better than I do. I should have watched Empire Strikes Back, because that's the first time you get to see this thing in action. I'm quite convinced that that part is actually gold, and it's like that really bright brassy colour for the dish itself. Bright brass. Platios. And then once we get all this sorted out, and it's had a good couple of hours to dry off. Oh, I've got paint everywhere on my hand. Where'd you come from? What's I saying? Yeah, once it's had a couple of hours to dry off, we'll get some gloss on this, and we'll add it to the gunk washy bits. So that we can blend it all in with everything else we've done so far. Again, that's a really subtle difference from the aluminium. There's not much in that. I'm not too sure that's picking up on camera. That's what I show you really, doesn't it? So I'm not too sure till I actually edit this how it actually looks. But in real life it's a real subtle difference. It's nice. I like it. Right, switch to chrome in a second, which is a really old bottle by the look of it. I've had this one for years, so I'm hoping this one still works. We'll find out in a second. Right, so switch to the chrome. The naughty leopard will be being shouted at again. Get a really fine point on this. So I'm just going to pick out a few details now, and then obviously the gunk wash is going on. But then after that, we're going to pick out a few more details in chrome again anyway. Do some highlighting. Just to finish everything off. Gone quiet and concentrating. Again, it's not much difference. It's just that much more standy outable. And then once the gunk wash is done, we can go back with some of these brighter shades just to highlight, just to add that little last detail. And it makes it look a little bit more, you know, like a working part. If you notice on airline suspension struts, from a distance the struts actually look really shiny and new, because they are a working part and they're constantly going up and down, in and out. So that centre part is always really shiny. So we'll go back and just do a couple of bits and bobs like that, just to show the air working parts. Add a colour there as well, I think. Again, I'm not too bothered about going really fussy with the detail. What else is I going to do? No, I think I'll do. That was it. Change my mind. bit shiny there as well. Even though Vallejo's normal model paints are really good in themselves, you have to keep going backwards and forwards, thinning them to get the right consistency. There's this Model Air stuff. Looks like it's already pretty thinned. That's been there for quite a few minutes now. Now if that was either the Tamiya or the normal model paints that Vallejo do, like these ones, as an example, that's the first bottle I grab, I'll have to keep going back to thin that down with water, or in Tamiya's case with the X20, X28 even. This Model Air does give you quite a bit of running time. I like these a lot. There you go. Nice clean brush. Oh, right then. See, saying right then again. Ooh, you stop. I was going to say something. What was I going to say? Ooh, I've missed that bit again. These details that I hadn't even shown. That was nothing about it. I'll finish that off. It's nothing you've not already seen. If that makes sense. Yeah, just basically doing the techniques that we've just done. I'll fill that in, and then I'll go make a brew, walk my dog, run around, do a few other bits and bobs, and then these will get gloss varnished like you've already seen with the R2 body itself. I then gunk wash and then wait a week, and then it'll be time for bringing everything back together, and then more weathering and more bits. And stop talking, make your brew. Yeah, typical. I thought I'd pressed record and captured all the varnishing and the gunk wash and things like that, and it hadn't. Sorry, my bad. I'm shockingly useless, I really am, but that's what the gunk wash has done. And it's changed everything beautifully, as we now know it does. All that detail picked out now. All those shiny happy colours in the groove. Zzz, groove, zzz. There we go. Look at that now. So it has to dry for all the weeks. No, not weeks really, it's days. Really careful when I do that, because it'll stick to my fingers. But look at that detail. It just brings out everything nicely. Tones down the shades a little bit, so you can now actually see the difference between the bright brass and the aluminium and the chrome. Now that we've got that gunk wash on, it fills in the little grooves perfectly, as you can see. It's absolutely gorgeous stuff. Again, thank you Mr. Fox for teaching me that technique. I mean, look at that detail there now. It's ridiculous. You really couldn't get that in properly with panel washes without naffing about. That's literally 2 minutes worth of work, as you've already seen with everything done so far with the R2 body. So, will you stay there? We'll let that dry now for about a week with the rest of the R2 body. And then when we come back, things like this, we'll give a quick dry brushing with, just to pick out those raised details. And we'll get some oil stains, get your words out, and things like that on the R2 body itself. So, thanks for watching, as always. Thank you for being on this nerdy journey with me. See, I'm using new words now, nerdy journey. Say that 3 times really fast. Nerdy journey, nerdy journey. You can't do it. I can't anyway. What was I saying? I'm a hinge. No, wasn't that. Thank you for being here and sharing this journey with me. Hopefully, as always, I can help you learn new things. If not, thank you for being here anyway. I think I'll do it now. I think this is part 5, possibly. And I'll see you in the next part, whichever number of part that is. See you soon.